Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Don't forget to start your day with a grateful heart and a grateful smile. Hi everyone, it's Monday morning and I'm in my room with my laptop, reminiscing on my high school experiences. Talking about experience, we all have experience, right? But have you ever been in a situation or position when you want to be something? A chief in your class, a leader in your community, singer or celebrity. But at that moment, there are certain individuals who don't want to see you reaching your success. And so they create and spread a false information with only one purpose: destroy your career or your image. And so you get cancelled. If you were in this position, how it would feel to see a career that you have built for not only days but years destroyed, not because you made a huge mistakes which deserve for cancellation, but because of fabricated stories and baseless rumors created by people who feel jealous for your successness. And don't you think it's so sad to see that many people of today instantly consume information without checking its validity first, and with such a weak information or knowledge in terms of fact, they're brave enough to cancel this or that person. An activity, a process of canceling someone or something so you would not have a chance to be exist in society is what we call as a cancel culture. So the question, is a cancel culture a good culture? And do we need a cancel culture in our society? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rahmat Ipasabdan and I'm here as a representative of UM Kendari. And for the next 6 minutes, I'll be talking about is a cancel culture a form of activism or is a restriction of freedom of speech for open-minded people. To be able to understand the concept of cancel culture, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look to this video first. By the way, have you watched it? So, this is a podcast between Deddy Corbuzier and Baguio. The interesting part about this podcast, ladies and gentlemen, it got cancelled a few hours after it was uploaded. I mean, what's the purpose of society cancelling this podcast so fast in just blink of an eye? Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, emphasize Ragel's experience being gay. So because the content contains LGBTQ, society were feeling upset because it's like giving them a room to voice out their thoughts and influence the people on how it is okay for being part of LGBTQ community, which is go against morality and norm. Another reason why society decided to cancel this podcast because it was uploaded in a channel that has millions of followers, where there are amount of childrens over there and also teenager. What if they consume this such an immoral type of content? Don't you think that a cancel culture here is such a good culture? And it shows a form of activism because it gives us a chance to protect and help our society, especially children, to avoid from watching or consuming a negative type of content such as LGBTQ. But hold on, before answering this question, let's take a look to the case of Sully. So, ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, she got cancelled by KNET. But after investigation, it was just a baseless rumors created by her friends who feel jealous for her successness. But however, the rice has turned into porridge. Her career, her image has already destroyed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, on October 14, she suicide in her apartment. So the question, how it would feel to see a career that you have built for not only days but years destroyed because of a cancellation that based on fabricated stories or baseless rumors. So, in this point, do you think that cancel culture is a good culture? Like, in Deddy's podcast cancellation? Of course not. So, ladies and gentlemen, Is a cancel culture a good culture or a bad culture? That's the question. Or, it's really hard for us to answer this question, right? Because based on the examples, cancel culture seems like, my friends, has two faces. But to be able to understand this question, let's take a look to this photo. So what's the first thing that comes in your mind seeing this photo, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, it's so useful because it helps me and my mom cutting vegetables and fishes. But however, I saw someone else last night killed my neighbor with that type of tools. But the question, do you want to blame the knife or the people who use it? You can't blame the knife because it doesn't have a brain to identify which one is correct and which one is not. But at the end of the day, we as a human being are expected to be able to do so. But remember, because of personal purpose, we often misusing it. Just like a cancel culture, ladies and gentlemen, cancel culture is such a great culture because, it can also be a form of activism. Take a look to cancellations in Daily's podcast. But however, it can also be misused to ruin someone else's career, just like what Sully faced back in 2019. So ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for us to make a cancel culture goes as the way it should be. And the way is just so simple. You just need to be more critical and objective in consuming information. And when it comes to rumors, don't fastly judge someone else. Let's give them a room to clarify the rumor, because it might be just a baseless rumors. But if it's true, it's totally okay to do cancel culture. But remember, do it in a proper way, with not cyberbullying over there.